Brand new programming on Unity Radio Online.
Yes, Unity Radio Online. Time is 2:30. You're kicking it with your boy Drifty on the Drifty Show. But now let's get into it. We are bringing you another exclusive interview with director extraordinaire, the UK's own Quason Matthews. Make some noise. How we doing?
Yo, man. Hey, how you doing? I'm good.
I'm doing alright, it's a bit, it's the weekend, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, you got your Christmas shopping done?
Do you know what? I haven't even started my Christmas shopping.
I hear that.
And it's a couple of days away. That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's real. I can't lie, same. I haven't either. But
at least we're in the same boat.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, man.
So I know you're a busy man, but what's your schedule been like lately?
Today? Or recently?
Recently, yeah.
Really, it's just been preparing for the new year. Just been meeting up with the team and planning concepts and ideas for the new year and the projects I want to work on. So it's just been preparing really for that. Yeah, I've been taking the new year December quite slow, and just prepping for 2015.
Preparation to hit the ground running in January.
Yeah, man. You have to. It's just like as soon as the new year breaks, it's game on again. We're back in the cycle. So I'm just waiting for this season to pass and straight back in again.
Most definitely. So I know you're currently 22, so what have been your accomplishments so far? Because I know you started this whole media thing from the age of 16, right?
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah, young buck. That was like 6 years ago, coming up to 7 years now that I've been doing this. 22 years old, filmmaking, just built it from the ground up. And just keep going.
How did it all start for you?
Curiosity. I was always a curious young man, and I stumbled across videos online, special effects videos. Yeah. Then I started looking into how to do these special effects, and I stumbled into editing software, and then it all kind of went from there, and I just kept pursuing it.
So at what point did you realize that the media industry was what you really wanted to do? And you were studying a course at college, right, which you thought was the field that you wanted to get into?
To be honest, I thought that I wanted to do business, and I did. I did like business and everything to do about business. So I was studying business in college at the time. And then when I stumbled across filmmaking, that spark just took me in a whole different direction. And then when I knew I wanted to do it from the very start, because it was a cool way to express my creativity. I could see what I've done. I could look back at it a million times, and from that point on, it just grew from there. And I just stuck with it, man. Just stuck with it.
That's amazing, man. For real.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you being a businessman and everything. How challenging was it when you first started out to this current point now? Because I know that must have took a lot of hard work and determination.
Obviously, the nights when you have your doubts and your worries and your fears, sometimes your vision isn't fully clear. You know the direction you want to move in, but the vision isn't fully clear.
Yeah.
So it's about getting through those moments. And I mean, in the beginning, like 5 years back, it was just raw passion. I wasn't thinking about how and when. I was just thinking, I want to create. And I said to myself, I just want to maintain that, because obviously as you grow up, responsibilities change and all these things. So I said, I just want to maintain that rawness I had when I first started, and that's what's kept me going. So even though there's challenges along the way, my bottom line thing is always, I want to create, and that keeps me going.
Just let me create something.
Yeah, man, you got to create.
For real, I hear you on that, I hear you. So who's been the most supportive from the very start? Because I know when you go on a journey like this in life, there's a lot of people, there actually is a lot of people that are fake supporters, and there's real supporters.
Who's been, generally everyone's, as far as I've seen, everyone that, knows what I do, and my friends and stuff, they've been supportive from the start. Yeah. Obviously, in the beginning, it's always the parents that you have to kind of convince what you're doing, is it making sense? Because they want to see that they're looking at the long term. Do you know what I mean? When you're young, sometimes you're not looking at long term, you're just looking at the now and then. My dad, he was supportive. As much as he couldn't fully see what I wanted to do, he showed interest, and that helped as well make the process a bit easier. And just my friends and family in general. you know, they can see what I'm doing is creative and is productive. That's the main thing, it's productive. So there's support there.
Well, I mean, that's good, because there's some people that don't have the privilege for their parents to be fully on board with what they do.
100%.
So it's such an amazing.
That's why, you know, that's why I think I'm fortunate. You know, sometimes it could be different. You know what I mean? But I think whether or not I had the support, I was still gonna do what I was doing. I'm stubborn when it comes to, if I know this is what I have to do, the world could be against me, and I still do it.
Still gonna do it.
Yeah, man. Come on.
You're a trooper.
Yeah, man.
So let's get into let's talk about the internet sensation show that hit. I mean, it went viral. It went viral. I'm talking all over Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. That's a Rap.
That's a Rap.
Where does the creative
That's a Rap show. That's my voice, by the way. And me, I'm poet. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my sound.
Man, many talents.
But yeah, no, that show. It was weird how it came about, because Poet was doing what he was doing, and like he was doing something called Poet's Corner.
Yeah.
I was doing music videos and other stuff on the side, and at that time YouTube was at its early stages, and I used to watch a lot of YouTubers. And I just thought, I need an online show. I need to make some sort of show. And then it so happened that like Poet hollered me for a music video at one point, because he was doing music with Poet and Scribs, him and Scribs. And then from that, we ended up talking more about what we wanted to do, and then we kind of merged and came together and created That's a Rap show. And in the year that we started, we were just consistent throughout. We did like 4 or 5 seasons in a year, and by the end of that year, we was on TV. This time 2 years ago, basically, we was on TV, channel AK.
I saw it and I was thinking, what?
Man. So it was just, once again, it was just that urge to create and executing it. And, you know, fortunately, I was with the right person that had the same vision at the time. Yeah. And we just ran with it. And through that helped, you know, build our profiles up in the industry more, got to work with loads of artists, interview some celebs and stuff, traveled around. And yeah, man, the show did really well. So people really, you know, fed into it, and they're looking forward for the new series.
I just want to say congratulations, because that show is just so epic.
Thank you, man.
It's epic.
Thank you. I think it's what we need. I think it's what we need. We haven't really got a show that that kind of promotes our talent in the UK properly. I mean, there's loads of channels and stuff, you know. So I think we need, you know, something that is a nice
platform.
Exactly, and that's what the intention behind the show is. Do you know what I mean? So.
Definitely. So talking about, you've worked with a lot of artists and stuff through this show, right?
Yep.
Who have been some of the biggest acts you've worked with, directing their music videos and also working with as well?
Well, through That's a Rap, we managed to meet some American stars. Like we managed to interview Nas, Flow Rider, couple other we managed to get Big Sean as well at one point. This was just before he became Big Sean. Like this was just early stages of Big Sean. That was through the show. Music video wise, I've worked with everyone you could think of pretty much. Like,
what was it like working with some of the artists? Give us a little insight.
For me, it's always a thing where, like, for example, now it's a bit easier, but in the beginning it's like being a director and them respecting that, because sometimes artists, obviously, they have their own vision and stuff. So it's sometimes it can be too many ideas mixing into one, and you know, a director's job is to.
What's that saying? Too many cooks spoil the cooking, or
yeah, exactly. Too many chefs in the kitchen. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So it's always been a constant battle to, you know, like mark your territory. Sort of like, look, I'm the director. I take on board what you say, but I overall have the final vision. So it's been. You know, but apart from that, it's been a pleasure working with some of the artists. A lot of them now, they just fully believe in what I, you know, because they've seen my work, they just have full confidence in what I can do for them. So it's way more easier now compared to the beginning when you're just young, 17, 18, running around with a camera and they're calling yourself director. It's like, who does this guy think he is? But now...
who are you?
Exactly. So it was cool working with them, and yeah, man, it's all good.
All right, so I know you've worked with a bunch of artists now. Who would be an ideal artist you would like to shoot a video for? Present, current now, or people that have passed away or who have left the industry for a while?
if I'm totally honest, like music videos has only been like one avenue for me, and that's been my way to master my craft. Like if I'm totally honest, I haven't even focused on maybe filming for any specific artist, because music videos to me, I'm like, you know, I've got so much more to do, like to give apart from music videos. But if I was to say I wanted to film with someone, it'll have to be Michael Jackson, man.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Legend.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, Michael Jackson, definitely. And the missus was telling me this morning, she was talking about, like, she watched one thing about him and stuff. She just got me so gassed on him now. I need to watch him myself. But definitely Michael Jackson, best of all time.
Michael Jackson, the king of pop. Come on now. I mean, everyone wants to work with him.
Yeah, 100%.
So, okay, myself, I don't really know too much about the filming and editing industry, the media industry. So for people like ourselves who don't understand the process of directing music videos and video clips and stuff like that, briefly break down the process from planning to the execution to the final product we see visually.
Yeah, I do believe a lot of people don't understand what goes into it. Like,
Seriously.
you know, especially now, everyone owns a camera, everyone, you know what I mean? But if you're really trying to take it serious, there is some preparation you need to, for example, a music video, you need to understand what the artist represents, what they're trying to do, and trying to convey them in the best way possible. So, you know, from thinking of the concept, you have to listen to the track, speak to the artist you're working with, develop the idea more, whether it's a storyline or just performance, then look into, you know, where we're going to get everything we need for the video, props, locations, etc. Then equipment, if you haven't got equipment, if you're going to hire it, blah, blah, blah. And then just going into filming and making the final product. For me, editing is the best part. Filming, I love the filming part, but editing is the best part.
It would be the hardest part.
No,
I mean, I tried to edit it one time and I just...
Yeah. You know what? I clocked editing very quickly because, like I said, I started doing special effects, and special effects was way more technical. So if you can do special effects on an editing program, you know, cutting videos together is like easy work. So just through doing that, I just learned how to master it very quickly. So yeah, and the editing, you know, if I'm honest, I could edit a video in a day. I could shoot a video. I've done that several times. I could edit a video in a day, shoot a video in a day, and edit in a day if I really wanted to. I've done that before. Do you know what I mean? So, so, but you know, if it came down to it, really and truly, we can do a bunch of videos in a week, and you can have it by the end of the week.
Wow,
but,
you can have a whole catalogue of videos in a week.
Yeah. But obviously, you have to live as well. You don't want to kill yourself. So you know, you give yourself time. Yeah, you give yourself time. You know, right now as well, I've got, you know, my boy Frank. He comes along to the shoots and he assists in helping me out, because I've done it so long by myself. So it's always good to have a second pair of hands and eyes and ears looking out for you. You get me? So big up Frank.
Big up Frank.
Yeah, man.
All right. So what would you say has been your biggest achievement in your career so far to this date?
Going to the BET Awards.
You went to the BET Awards?
This year, yeah.
Congratulations,
in LA.
bro,
Thank
man.
you. In LA, like, I don't know, I guess God just opened the door. He's like, you know, I've always said, and people have asked me, oh, when are you going to America? Because, you know, America's got loads of, you know, stuff for...
opportunities.
Yeah, as they say. Everywhere has opportunities. What you make of it, do you get what I mean?
That's true.
But I've always said, oh, when I go to America, it'll be the right time. And the time that I did go, I went straight to the top, like right at the BETs, where all the artists that I could ever think of meeting and working with were all in the same building. Do you get what I mean? So for me, that's been the biggest achievement. From picking up a camera in my bedroom to finding my way to the BET Awards and working with all these people, like, that's been my personal biggest achievement to date. Yeah.
That's amazing, for real.
You sound dazed.
I am, because it's like it's one's passion to even, like, I'm not idolizing America, but, you know, especially we from the UK, because the UK, I believe, it doesn't really give us that much opportunities as young entrepreneurs as America does. So to me,
I think personally, I mean, America does have a lot more certain things and you know, certain access. But I think no matter where you are in the world, yeah, if you believe enough, and it sounds cliche, but I do personally think if you believe enough, regardless if you're in the jungle or if you're in the flipping White House. If you believe enough, you can end up anywhere and change your environment. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I know. I think moving to a place doesn't necessarily guarantee your success. It's the person, isn't it? You are your success. Exactly. So wherever you are, if you just believe in it, it may be harder in certain places, but you can still make your mark. You know what I mean? You can cut away for yourself. So that's why. So that's what I think. And you have to be kind of stubborn. Like I said, when I decided to do this, I was very stubborn. I was like, this is what I wanted to do. Nothing's stopping me. Do you get me? So yeah, and I'm here being interviewed about it. So you know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
From a business point of view, because I know everyone likes to evaluate their life or look into the future, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Perfect question. Well, last year I wrote down, my 5-year plan goals, or where I'd like to see myself in 5 years. Well, it's coming up. It's probably going to be the next 4 years now. But I just want to have a solid production company, a solid team, and just the brand to be respected on a broader scale. Do you know what I mean? Like I want the brand. For me, it's the branding, man. I want the brand to be respected. So I want to be able to, like, if I die one day, not if I die, when I die one day, I want this brand to still be here.
Say, we all gonna die one day.
We all gonna die, man. No, but for real, like, I want the brand. For me right now, it's about the brand, like an extension of myself. I want the brand to live on. Do you know what I mean? Like if Richard Branson was to go today, Virgin ain't going anywhere. Virgin is staying right here. Exactly.
In my house.
Exactly that. So that's the aim in terms of the business. Like, just keep building and getting the brand to that point where, I can offer people jobs and et cetera, et cetera. Just extending from myself.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
That's a good look. That's
the plan, man.
Good look.
It takes.
So, you are an inspiration to many people. How do you stay grounded and remain so successful for people who want, you are like an inspiration to so much people right now in the UK?
For me, it started with myself, to be honest. Like, I decided to be a certain type of person. And that certain type of person, I guess people see it as an inspirational person. But for me, it's just being a better person. So for me, it's just every day is challenging to, do things. You may have plans, you may not be able to do it. But for me, it started with just every day trying to do the best I can. And not just, in the world, but in myself personally. Do you know what I mean? So like, just be more, for example, be more on time to places, or be more or speak a certain way. You know what I mean? Like little things like that. And I believe everyone secretly wants to aspire to be like that. So when someone's actually not just saying it, someone's actually doing it, that becomes inspirational. Do you know what I mean? But really, you're only attracted to it because that's what you want to do as well. So when someone's actually doing it, you like it, you look up to it. So I think everyone's got that thing in themselves. So as MJ said, change starts with the man in the mirror. There you go. That's why MJ's the best. You guys, there you go. So yeah, it's literally personal development, and then everything else goes from there. That's what I always say to people. Like, everyone's got the same thing, I have. So it's
another thing people might want to know as well, or no, they will want to know. What advice would you give the next young upcoming director, music video editor? What tips can you give them? In
terms of like producing a video, or just in general, just in
general,
tips. I would say obviously work hard, work smart, be consistent, and your faith has to be really strong. Do you know what I mean? Like, because there's loads of people doing there's nothing that's really original. Everyone's doing everything, but
everything's been done before.
Exactly. But once again, it comes down to you, the individual. So like, how much do you want it? Do you know what I mean? So I would say to the younger generation, whether it's filming or music or any sort of anything, lawyer, doctor, just make sure that's what you want to do, and you're doing it because
not no one else.
Exactly. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, when you're an old man and you look back on your life, or old woman, it's only gonna show you what you've done. Do you know what I mean? And you want to make sure every decision you make is the best for you. Like I said, even if the world is against you, it sounds dramatic, but it's real talk.
The truth.
If the world is against you, but you know in yourself that this is what I have to do, do it. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely,
so,
go for it.
And just keep the faith, and obviously there will be the challenging nights and blah blah blah. The process. Do you know what I mean? That's how it goes. No one ever gets there easily. It's not a walk in the park.
Nope, definitely not.
But you hold on and you keep going. So that's what I would say. That's what I would say to the next.
So you heard it here first on the Drifty Show. Keep the faith, people, but don't go anywhere. We still got Quason Matthews in the building right now.
Well, I'm still here. Yeah, big up.
We got a little surprise for you straight after, but right now we're gonna get to Beyonce with a new track off her new album 7-Eleven. Let's get it.
Brand new programming on Unity Radio Online.
Yes. You're chilling with your boy Drifty on the Drifty Show, Unity Radio Online, 2:55. Let's go. We're here with Quason Matthews.
Yo.
Let's get it. So, we like to play this thing on my show called In 60 with Drifty, where you get 60 seconds to answer some quick fire round questions. You up for the challenge? You ready? You
Let's
ready?
do it. Let's do it.
Let's get it. All right, starting off with, what are you most fearful of?
What am I most fearful of?
I know everybody's got a fear.
I'm scared of not getting into heaven.
I like the answer.
Yeah, bro.
That answer.
That's scary. That's a scary thought.
All right. What's the most embarrassing moment you've come across?
Personally?
Yeah, personally.
That's a very good question. Most embarrassing moment. I don't even know. I'm actually stuck with that one. I actually don't recall an embarrassing.
We
I'm
trying
trying
to. We all must have that.
You know what?
one.
Maybe when I was in the playground back in school one day, and then I don't know, my coat jacket ripped when I was ramping around, and I had to walk around with a ripped coat jacket. Like, it might sound simple, but that was a big deal back then.
Back then,
That was a big deal, man.
Some people could call you Holy Jacket. What is this?
That was a big deal. So yeah, I ripped my school jacket, and yeah, I had to roll with that for a week. So yeah.
Okay, so this one's for the ladies. The ladies would like to know: are you currently single, taken? What's your status?
That is a question, man. Sorry, ladies, man. I got a missus, man.
Quason Matthews is taken, so ladies,
man.
get
Sorry
off
about
his back.
that, man. You know.
What is the most favorite place to take your woman out on a date?
Russ, mad, them deep ones.
We get in there.
Mama's favorite place? I don't know, cinema. We like films, innit? So we
I
go
think cinema.
yeah,
it's
man.
like the best kind of traditional.
Yeah, we go cinema. We go cinema
Let's share
quite
that
a lot.
popcorn, and then you best buy your own drink.
and the little Ben and Jerry's ice cream
Yeah.
and hot dogs and man.
everything.
Cinema is simple.
All out.
Yeah, man.
How would you describe yourself using 5 words?
Myself.
5 words.
Boy, to be honest,
I would say Wretch 6 words, but 5 words.
myself. I would say determined, passionate, loving, patient, humble.
That is, I'm gonna steal those words for whenever someone asks me that. Determined, yeah. I got it.
Man. Yeah, man. That's me.
Now, how would your friends describe you?
My friends. I don't know how my friends would describe me, but I think they would probably say the same thing. I mean, they'll probably say, yeah, Q's a cool guy, man. Because it's cool world order, innit? The CWO, that's what I rep. So it has to be like everyone that is cool. They say, yeah, he's
the brand
cool.
is within you.
Yeah, man, he's a cool person. I think they'll say I'm cool.
That's amazing, man. I just want to say, is there actually, no, that's another thing. Is there any way people can get through to your work? Like, is there any Twitter, Instagram?
Yes. So I have Twitter, which is Quason Matthews, at Quason Matthews, Quason Matthews with 2 T's. Instagram, same thing. That's all my personal account.
Yeah.
I'm going to be launching the CWO channel at some point during the new year. So you can see the work. You're going to be able to see the work on the Cool World Order YouTube channel. And the Cool World Order website and blog will be ready as well. So those are the main places you can see my work. But Quason Matthews is my personal personal contact stuff. And my email at quasonmatthews@gmail.com. Simple. So it's just my name and everything, really. Yeah.
There you have it on the Drifty Show. Thank you, Quason
Thank
Matthews,
you.
for coming through.
Thank you.
Don't remain a stranger now. You know where we are.
Love, bro. Say it.